Team Liquid and their winner, the winner of this one, will be the second series of the day tomorrow. That means that whoever wins this does have the chance to get a good rest before they play in the semifinals.
10 seconds to go.
Well, both teams will have a good rest no matter what, technically.
Well, sure, but before they have to play again, I mean, you know?
Somebody will be resting happier.
Everybody will be resting.
Some people will be resting happier than other people.
You don't know that.
Some people will be having nightmares. Some people will be having happy dreams.
When MINESKI lost to Liquid at the last start ladder, they were all joking around. It was pretty funny, actually. I was listening in. Ninja Boogie was laughing about it.
But they lost against Liquid.
Yeah.
And at that point, that was the first tournament that was after TI. You lost against the undoubtedly TI champions, and they were able to take a game off of them, too.
Yeah. They should have actually won 2 games, minimum. They should have forced it to a game 5. The game 4, they threw pretty hard.
But I think that was quite the achievement already, so I don't blame them for being sad about, or happy about that. Oh, let's see, Beastmaster banned out by MINESKI, so they have found the secret for Empire success as well.
10 seconds.
It leaves Tiny so far, Naga Siren.
5 seconds.
Who else was there? Tinker.
Dyer's ban.
And with the first pick again, MINESKI, they do not want to give away the Naga.
Oh, they banned the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
You didn't sound very hyped.
10 seconds to go.
I am.
All right.
They figured Empire out.
5
They
seconds.
did it. Naga Siren removed as well.
This is where Empire busts out the Bad Rider, though.
So Bane, Tiny, SK. Who else is left that they didn't ban out? I think that's it, and then Tinker is the other one.
Yeah. Ban Bane, first pick Rasta.
10 seconds to go.
Why would Moon change his name from Nana to Moon when there's already a pro Dota player called Moon?
There's not. He's Moon Meander.
Yeah, but he's called Moon. People
I don't
call him
know.
Moon.
There's an Ice.
That's
Icy.
very different.
There's so many.
But at least you call them Ice and Ice. You don't call them all Ice.
We call
But you call
ice sometimes.
I don't.
It's so confusing, and I don't know why they had to do that, though, Sheever. Dota players, we're so crazy. I have to say we, because I'm included in that group.
Dyer's pick.
True.
Maybe Tiny is the other option here.
MINESKI first pick Tiny. Do it. It's a great hero.
Ooh, and they will.
Yeah,
There it is.
Leave. All right, Empire. Go take like Disruptor or Shaman or something. I'm feeling it.
I would like to see the Shaman again. It gives them that amount of push as well that I felt like they really profited from previously.
Yes. The downside of it though is like the disable lasts for 0.0.
Whoa.
You Razor Omni?
Razor Disruptor.
Hell. I got one of the 2.
Well, you guys
Well,
still want
Razor after he showed up.
No, but I got I said Disruptor or Shaman.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys not remember that? You guys just.
I thought you were just trying to claim Razor. It like
Nah.
shows up and you're like, we should get the Razor.
That'd be
I called
crazy.
it, guys.
You said Razor on me.
No, but before the first 2, when I said the first 2, see, we're at the point where it's so late and we've been going for like 14 hours and everything's funny, and I guarantee you the viewers are not having as good of a time laughing.
This is true. They've not been awake for that long.
But Disruptor is excellent against Tiny
Yes. Why? Tell me about it.
because you ring. Your disable is this ring that Tiny can't status resist off. Same with your ulti. Whereas like Shaman kind of sucks because you grip him and it instantly goes away. He just breaks free.
I still think Nyx is pretty good.
For MINESKI, yeah?
It would limit you though because I don't know if you can put that offlane against the Razor.
Oh, okay.
That's the annoying part right now is that the Razor changes things laning wise. And I think Empire realized like we need to win lanes, guys. That's how we're gonna win this game. Every game we win lanes, we win. Every game we lose lanes, we lose.
I think MINESKI has picked Ninja Boogie Witch Doctor more than any other person that's played any other
10
hero.
seconds to go.
Definitely played it an awful lot.
5 seconds.
And it's good too, because I don't know if Empire would have wanted to run themselves. They probably wouldn't have, but I mean, the argument is there that it's always good against Tiny too. Burst that man up. So other heroes to ban: the Tinker, Bat Rider.
Yes, I'm okay with letting you do the draft. It's all good. All right, which opening do we like better? Because we both see the strengths and weaknesses from both sides.
I like Razor Disruptor.
Yeah, you prefer Empire's opening?
Yeah.
I like Mineski's more. I like the burst damage.
See, we were before you had us defend one side each.
All right, so talk to me about why.
10 seconds
Why what? Lyrical, why are you beating Will's opening?
Why am I what?
Why are you beating Will's opening?
I think because Razor kind of relies upon him living, and I think that Maledict and Avatos is going to make him die.
Relies on him living? Every hero needs to live.
No. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. He relies upon like being able to. Okay, that's going to be the exact same thing again.
What hero doesn't revolve around living?
He relies upon being able to stand in view and not die to burst. Is that fair?
That's almost every hero. You just described the Dota hero pool.
He's just a lot more passive.
Well, exactly. You know, they want to have their heroes live, and this makes them die. Ergo.
By your logic, Tiny's the perfect hero then.
Which is why they first picked it. My logic is infallible, Will.
It kind of is, honestly. You got me. Okay, do we have a commercial break for that?
We do not.
Damn.
We have got a PL ban. And
I did suggest.
The PL ban?
Yes. Unless I'm crazy and I'm so tired that I just said it in my head.
Congratulations.
Because Razor can't play against that hero.
All right.
And they just lost to a PL too.
Yes, and the Tinker gets banned out. We know that as Nyx, one of Nyx's stronger heroes. So no surprise there either.
So they could take that Omni OD you were talking about last game.
I like that. But Razor's nice against Omni.
Seconds to go.
No, but like Team Empire taking it.
Team Empire take it. Ooh, that's...
All right, don't you consider Omni OD to be a surprise strategy, if you want to call it like that?
You're really locked in on that term, huh?
Well, you don't want to call it cheese.
I like you too. You guys are cute. You keep trying to pull one over me.
But seriously, why Omni OD?
We're just arguing semantics. I mean, it's okay. If you're gonna do it, you take the Omni now though. And Mineski, then maybe you take the OD now. That'd be the awkward part.
How do you get away with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that OD's pretty solid against Tiny at most stages because you're gonna be able to. Oh, they're gonna go Earth Spirit instead.
I saw a green hero for a second and I got really hyped. But that hero we haven't seen very often today. I think this is the first Earth Spirit today, unless they were in the first series.
Well, did we have? Yeah, because we did have a Schofield Earth Spirit.
Yeah, the infamous game, aren't they?
Yeah.
I wasn't around for that.
5
So that
seconds.
means we've had, in the last two series, this is the first Earth Spirit, at least in this best of 3.
Yeah. I have not seen Yoku's Earth Spirit yet. Assuming that it's going to be Yoku doing that, I mean, actually, it's Miposhka the Earth Spirit spell.
Yeah, usually it's Mposhka, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Could be wrong. I bet you that Yoko has an Earth Spirit up his sleeve, yeah.
I think if you're a 4-position player in this era, you must be good at this hero.
Magnus?
All
Are
right.
they mag trolling them? 71's laughing.
That would be a surprise.
A strategy that's sort of surprising.
That's surprising strategy.
10 seconds to go.
Fuck, he's just looking at it.
Honestly, though, it's also pretty nifty with Tiny. You throw a little on power on that guy, that's so much damage.
It is, it is.
It is a lot of damage. And it is a hero that, even if you're behind, you can always come back, which is something that we know that Mineski really likes. They always want to have that insurance policy.
Dyer's big.
And Magnus can offer that. Oh, we have not seen this hero being successful at all.
Run it back.
I mean, all right. It looked really bad before, but
Aggro.
Ghostic loves this hero.
Oh, please aggro. They learned from their mistakes. Fogged, they're going to aggro with this
10
axe.
seconds
They're
to
going to
go.
put it 1v1. They're going to do it. I believe
seconds.
Empire have learned from their mistakes. They will enable this hero. They're going to aggro with the Razor. I'm feeling it.
How is aggro with a Disruptor and Earth Spirit? Is it pretty solid?
It'll be solid. It'll be fine, especially against the Tiny. It's annoying against the Witch Doctor, but that's life.
I guess then the question is, like, what do you take as that other hero against a potential tri-lane?
If I'm like Mineski, I take something like Clock. I don't know. Run at people.
Is Undying any value there?
Yeah, sure, it's okay.
Radiant's ban.
Click something fast. I'm okay with Bounty too.
Bounty, there he
Hey.
is. They're gonna bounty hunter the bounty hunter team. That was Empire yesterday anyway.
You want something fast against Empire's lineup.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like, Bounty's
10
perfect
seconds to
because
go.
it gives everyone move speed, gives you vision.
Gives you gold.
Yeah, and more
5
importantly,
seconds.
like the best part about playing Bounty Hunter against Axe is if for whatever reason Empire don't aggro and they let this Axe go against them again, he will just sit in the jungle, take your last hits, soak XP, be as annoying as possible.
And that's a jungle that is already really crippling.
Yeah, and
As it
Mineski
is.
have to show first. This is not an ideal situation because you're picking into FN.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, FN will get the pick of the litter.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
What do you take there, like Mirana?
Again, I think the
Mineski?
worry is that you end up getting quapped
Dyer's
afterwards.
pick.
Nope, you can't get
there it
cropped
is.
afterwards because cropped get banned.
Do it up.
All right, that works.
Is that enough?
I think it's kind of cool to have like the follow-up. I always worry about with Magnus not having another form initiation, but Tiny kind of solves that problem a
10
little bit.
seconds to go.
And then you can like
Radiant's
follow up with the mag, and then Arrow is also another way to follow
Oh,
up.
DP.
Now go for the Death Prophet. At least you got the RP and with the follow-up being the silence, so it's great. One more hero left for Team Empire. They don't have any bonus time left,
10
so
seconds to go.
it's now or never. We're looking for an FN hero. Which hero does well against the Death Prophet?
5
Is
seconds.
the real question.
They could always put the Razor mid.
They did Sniper before. All right, they're doing it.
All right. So, Lyrical, which team do you want to bank on, and what did that team need to do to win?
I think I'm going to stick with Mineski. I think that they just need to make sure that you get a pretty decent start as far as like. I think the Tiny's going to be one of the key heroes, getting that Blink Dagger at a decent timing. If they do aggro into him and they shut that down, they're going to have a lot of trouble starting fights in appropriate ways. And then, of course, you know, just how effective they can be in that regard.
How about Empire, Will? What do they need to do?
Ghostic needs a good laning phase. The time they played Axe, he had such a miserable time.
Yeah.
You absolutely cannot afford to give this guy a bad time. FN will get his. The Razor is fine. Just make sure. I think you go aggro, you let FN, or you let Ghostic take the one-on-one.
All right, it's all about that X then for Empire. Last game of the day and last game to decide our last semi-finalist who will play against Liquid tomorrow. Let's find out with our commentary team of ODPixel and Fogged.
And here we have game 3, the deciding one between these two teams, Mineski and Empire. And we are having some of those heroes come back that
Everybody
we've
gets
seen have a bit of a tough time. The Axe being picked up for Empire. I'm interested to see how it rolls. We've had a few sort of ups and downs in the world of the offlaners in this series.
We sure have.
Some variants being used. The Axe this game, has it got a chance, Fog? We've seen it already struggle today.
I think what the reason is, at least I know this team really likes the Axe, but I think in the reasoning, they saw the mag, so they're seeing the Empower, the Blade Mail, right? The Blade Mail versus Empower was something we used to see very commonly when Axe was picked up a lot. So I think that's what they're planning, but we did see Empire completely go the other way. They take two heroes that are not going to benefit they take the Death Prophet, which doesn't really benefit from it too much by any means, not having to worry about that Axe. MINESKI, they go for a First Blood, unable to achieve that. So, who doesn't love some late night DOTA? Because we had one last game, we have one this time.
We do, we have it again here. This time, MINESKI definitely with sort of their own ways to take it late. They are going to have that powered Tiny and such. But overall, it seems sort of similar in the way that MINESKI this time around will be the lineup that wants to try and close things up a little sooner, get things done, get the Death Prophet pushing down those lanes and keep the pressure up and sort of aim for that 30-minute
They have to hard commit too, right? Yeah. This is what we've seen in versus this Disruptor. People are really having trouble because the way that Dota is played right now, a lot of times is like you go in and out, get in and out, and the team fights. And Disruptor, the big punishment that it does is you just get glimpsed and then you could keep chasing and you lose heroes over and over and you start getting more and more of a deficit. So they do have to hard commit with that Death Prophet when they go for those pushes versus Disruptor if he's alive. Ghostic, getting Hunger level 1. Is he going to be able to get anything up here? Like the panel said, he struggled a hell of a lot the last time. It could be similar this time. We already see the tri-lane going up there to commit on him. He could be at risk of dying if they go for some type of Maledict play. But he's got the Tango eaten already. Should be able to back off nicely with the HP regen already starting up and that movement speed. And like Will said, they are going to position up a aggro tri-lane and switch that Axe to bottom. Straight away, they want to get that Axe versus Magnus 1v1. They don't want to sack him. He's really important to Empire's game plan. Not just the Axe, but Ghostic as a player. He is crucial for Empire to be successful in this game. And this is the first time I've actually seen Yoku play the Earth Spirit, like they were saying too. And we'll see what he can get done with it. Obviously backing up this aggressive tri-lane, as you say, again, that Razor versus the Tiny matchup. Those casks. There's a good few bounces. Yoku will roll in. At just level 1, they're not really the courier.
Something bad's happened to the Radiant's courier.
I've got it. That happened. That was a quick movement by Ninja Boogie. They did not expect that by any means. Absolutely not. Yeah, showing himself up top as the game began. Finding himself directly towards that mid lane. So yeah, they don't want to. MINESKI doesn't want to battle a Tri versus Tri. They want to try to dodge this as best as possible. Mushi now could be in some trouble, but might be able to just distance himself any well. Yeah, hard to move in on it with the bouncing, paralyzing cast coming out from jabs. Yep, doesn't stop the push. Yeah, but Bounty wants to just move around and punish the other two lanes. Yeah, as you say, as soon as he's mid, he's going straight back down towards the bottom lane. And MINESKI not changing the lanes up again in response to Empire getting the matchups that they wanted. And we'll just stick with it, keeping ISIS down there on his own against the Axe. But as you say, that is going to mean that this Axe should hit his item timings this time around. Yeah, should his item timings, and Tiny should get pressured a decent amount from this Razor. Razor being one of the better heroes versus Tiny because you're very low on armor, and as a melee hero, you do get linked up quite heavily. Then getting a lot of harassment here, Ninja Boogie. Still on level 1. But look, there's Yoku with the rolling. Moon's the one to be in trouble as Yoku chases down the DP. One more right click will do it. Burst blood for Yoku. Does have that arcane ring. I wonder if he can find Ninja Boogie. He's going to try with the roll and finds the connection, and he's going to get the kill. Double kill for Yoku. We wonder what he'd do on the Earth Spirit. Or a cracking way for him to start. I like his decision. I mean, of course he gets the kills, but the overall decision, if he hadn't got them anyway, is they already know that it's a dual lane top, so they can make the moves around with the Earth Spirit to match the bounty. That clinch with the static link, meaning that Nyx gets the maximum length of it. Doesn't matter that Elizabeth Jabs comes in with the cast. Mushi actually comes back in for an avalanche, and that's going to mean that Empire get the chance to trap him in the kinetic, but they needed one more right click though. The field will get it. The plasma's out from Nyx, and they find the kill. Empire picking up a third kill, getting these favorable lane matchups, making these movements. Off to a good start in the lanes. Empire should win 2 lanes off of this quite easily. The mid lane is going to be a bit of a trade. Death Prophet does win though, overall, but there was that rotation coming in. Courier has respawned. They can start getting some items to be brought out. Jabugi's back up it. It's level 1 at the moment on the bounty. Another lead in again, the field, allowing some time for the static link to build up. And now MINESKI are trying to turn Ninja Boogie to reveal themselves, and Miposhka sort of trapped behind here. No way the Nyx can get him out of this one. So MINESKI get themselves the first kill on the board for their own team. Kind of see a lot of movement is coming out. Whenever the 4s see each other in opposing lanes, they're going to switch it up and gank the opposite one so that they don't have to deal with it. The very early Urn coming out for Yoku on that Earth Spirit. And as we see, Ghostic bottom lane is dominating that mag by quite a bit. 24 last hits to the 12 of Ice. Gonna have a very early Vanguard, and that's exactly what they need. Empire, like we said, their success is having Ghostic have a good game.
Is this the way to go then on the Axe nowadays? Get the Vanguard over the Blink? Any reason not to rush straight the Blink this time around?
I guess it can be a similar thing to when you see those Bat Riders get drums, right? You don't want to be that one-trick pony where you get so focused on ganking so much with your Blink that you just start falling really hard on farm.
Lane, Moon. With the edge, 20 for 8 against the 15 for 3. Ghostic level 6, some very, very good start for the Axe.
Yeah, he's going to keep stacking this hard camp so that he can farm it later on. Nice is probably going to stop that though. But the call. Oh, and he actually gets it anyway. There you go, Ghostic.
Up. Razor's being gone upon. Ninja Boogie with the chase down there. Here's the Maledict's on this Razor, so he's going to fall very low. Ninja Boogie does need one more touch. But it looks like with the phase boots, Nyx,
got him.
The Maledict is enough at the end of the day.
Now Miposhka as well. Should be able to get brought down here.
Yep. Avalanche from Mushi comes in as he pops the stick.
All right, MINESKI salvaging things quite nicely. Yoku needs to get back with his teammates, and we do see the lane swap again. They don't actually want to keep that since Yoku's making the moves around. They can't keep that aggro tri-lane, and they have to switch. Ghostic's already gotten enough out of bottom, and it will actually turn it into a kill too. Onto Ice.
And the movement catching out the Magnus. 4 for 3, still close days here in the start.
Yep.
Between these two sides. Mid lane getting back to pretty much even between FN and Moon. 23-7, 22-11.
Rune control. Another stack coming out on that hard camp, so 3x there. Ghostic's going to be very happy to farm that one up.
That's going to secure him his Vanguard very quickly.
Yeah.
Axe is grateful.
Going to be a very, very buff Axe in this game.
6-minute Vanguard. It's very, very good timing to have indeed. Means that he doesn't have to worry at all really about Ninja Boogie's movements on himself at this stage, as the bounties right-clicked are barely going to tickle an Axe with a Vanguard. So Ghostic can also have to pretty much farm wherever he wants. Camps or in the lane. Not worry about any sort of pressure.
Yeah, he probably just wants to like jungle for them a little bit now. But top lane is abandoned, so they more than likely want to position someone up there to soak that experience. Bounty Hunter stalking that Dusa who's farming the jungle at the moment, just taking that experience. How the Ancient stacks, they do have a double. And now Ghostic Justice does go top to sap that. They shrined up and then they sent him up there. Gotta have somebody perched up, but...
And with the Vanguard knows that he can easily lane against Mushi at this stage, especially if Mushi's on his own. But Mushi does actually have a wraparound coming in from Jabs and Moon.
Oh, Ghostic, uh-oh.
This is a big move to make. He's quite tanky. Is he tanky enough though with the Siphon and such bringing him down? Ghostic's going to fall very low. They pop the Exorcism and Ghostic is surely going to pop with a Maledict on him.
Very dead.
He's gone. Yeah. That rotation from the Death Prophet catching Ghostic off guard. Didn't expect Moon to move up there like that. And off the back of that, MINESKI are going to get some good damage done to this tier 1 tower. They may even just get it.
Yeah, Ghostic is tankier, so that Spirit Siphon does a hell of a lot more damage. Plus the Exorcism committed to try to claim themselves the tower. They should be able to get this one almost down. And bottom, actually Ice gets picked off by the Disruptor Glimpse, as well as Razor Chase. And they didn't actually get to finish the tower.
Okay.
But assuming it took a good chunk of damage. There's Miposhka, but he's got no mana. And it does look like the Ancients were blocked by Ninja Boogie in the meanwhile. Make sure that Medusa can't accelerate the farm too hard.
Yeah, the top tier 1 just standing
pretty low.
A little bit of help. For thorough push from MINESKI. We'll put an end to that. Ghostic's there to cover the 4 up top for Empire. Still good on the levels and still good on the net worth. He is top at the moment in this game. With his quick Vanguard timing.
He's got to watch to make sure he doesn't die too much though, because he gives a lot of gold and
He does indeed, and with 3 heroes surrounding him, he's doing his best to try and man up onto Mushi, but with the Maledict and the Avalanche toss combo, Ghostic will pop. Yoku's going to come in and try and do his best to turn things around. He's bringing them low, but not quite low enough, and that's just going to feed a second kill to MINESKI for sure, as the final toss in from Mushi seals the deal, takes a second kill. And as you say, Empire can't afford to be feeding these kills towards the hands of Mushi.
No, definitely not. It's a high-level axe as well, so now the supports, which were a bit under-leveled on the side of MINESKI, have gained themselves a lot of XP, which they really needed.
Still very, very close, as we can see no core really getting left behind. Ice. Off the back of those deaths of Ghostic is pretty close to being equal with the network of backs.
Thanks. There's no skewer available. Doesn't have the mana just yet. It's on cooldown. He now has the mana, but is he gonna just get brought down before he gets the distance?
There are TPs coming in.
He looks pretty dead.
If Yoku can land the combo, he'll have it, but he misses the roll. Doesn't matter by the looks of it. Nyx with the plasma field, claiming the life of Ice. 4 kills on this Razor. He's been having a very, very strong opening this game. We saw him step up his performance in the last game on the Lycan. And
very active with those rotations. And it does look, MINESKI, they are looking to stack up Ancients as well to accelerate the Tiny's farm, it seems. With that Empower, he should be able to clear through it quite fast. And it looks like it's, that actually looks like it's like a quad Ancient stack on that dire side. Near the Death Prophet at the moment.
Fan on his half of the map doing his Ancients is being eyed up by Ninja Boogie. So some of the XP to be sapped by the Bounty Hunter.
They're stacking both Ancients a lot on the side of MINESKI.
Yeah, it's going to be a stack, Tiny. I mean, at the moment already, Mushi is second highest. Do you say, with those Ancients to bump it up, he's going to be even higher. Mushi actually on the move with Moon. Exorcism's back online. They want to try and get pressure onto another tier 1. Mid lane is where their focus is.
He's in the water. He's on the low ground. He's in a lot of trouble.
Combo there, along with the silence, not giving any chance for FN to respond. As MINESKI blow up the DOTA and can now put that pressure on the mid tier 1 tower. Nyx is going to TP in on the Razor.
They're going to go for the Ancients, just steal those away. Should be able to clear them pretty quickly. FN knows it's happening. He's not happy about it. He's really not happy about it. He spam pings it, but it's gone already. And they get some aggressive wards down as well. You see Ninja Boogie puts a high ground ward in the enemy jungle and another high ground ward on the other side, so he's going to be able to watch the rotations coming in from Empire. And I think it actually may have caught the smoke because I did see a line drawn by Ninja Boogie, pretty much indicating that they knew Empire was smoked up. Can they get the glimpse?
Oh, Moon, not able to. It was just on the edge of the vision there. Empire not quite finding the chance to catch him.
They really want to use their Disruptor level 6 to get themselves some kills. Now that Ancient will not respawn because of that ward. And they will watch all of Empire together. And now Miposhka knows it is blocked. Ghostic gonna be going back for that Blink Dagger, of course, so we can start making some plays around this map. Yoku.
Oh, rolling in, but Ninja Boogie has eyes on this movement. He knows what's up. And in fact, with level 6, he pops the track out. Mushi jumps in with a combo. That'll be a track kill for MINESKI. Maybe they could try and look for more. Moon has to siphon onto Yoku.
What? Jabs just solo killed Ghostic top.
The Death Orb was dropped, and the axe was popped.
That's... Empire's crumbling, honestly. That
shouldn't happen.
Come on now. I mean, Jabs actually just solo killed the core axe, who is like amongst the top 5 of net worth. Empire needs to chill out and stop hemorrhaging all these kills. But MINESKI is playing a little bit too fast-paced, making the moves. Look at these wards coming out. They've got all the vision in the world of where Empire's going.
They know exactly where that DOTA is.
Yeah. Even puts a base ward at the 13-minute mark just to see where they're going to go to try to make those plays.
How are we looking on Ice's items? He's got, what, 4.3k at the moment? Look, I'm talking about the Blink Daggers. The Blink Dagger is now there for Mushi.
Yeah.
So a little easier for him to land those combos. And, well, up top.
Ghostic wants revenge.
Yeah, he's found that pesky witch. Dr. Jabs does get the Maledict Tab, but Ghostic gets the spins and is able to cut down the Voodoo Man. Okay, lead still low for MINESKI with the farm that they've been able to get. And just that slight advantage from the Ancients that they were able to steal away from FN.
And they started to farm their own Ancients a bit. I saw the Tiny actually position himself, and Miposhka gets bursted by that Blink Dagger reveal.
The power of the Tiny, one of the reasons why we're seeing it favored so highly at the moment in this land.
Yep.
First pick material, and that's why, I mean, with 14 minutes in, Mushi is 6, 1, and 4. The killing potential on this hero, just unmatched at this stage of the game. And with that Blink Dagger, very hard to put a stop to. If he gets his hands on pretty much any of the lineup of Empire, maybe less of the Axe, there might be a chance for the Vanguard to response. It's an instant kill and all. But the Death Ward in on him, the Maledict taking him down as well. He's going to try to TP out. He is, surely isn't going to make it. No, he's not. The Maledict in the base, Phyllis finishes him off, and that is another track kill. These track kills coming in and pushing MINESKI further and further ahead in this
three-man track. And was that the blink reveal on the mag? I don't know if it was.
Let's see. Ghost Stick talking about blinks. Nearly has his own.
Yeah.
So he can look to try and set up the fights. The old Berserker's call into Stone Gaze can be very strong.
Jabs with Midas. He's feeling cocky. He's feeling very confident right now. Mid lane. Mushi wants to go. The toss back.
Toss back into the hands of Moon. They've got the wrap around. Static Storm will get laid down. Ghost Stick jumps in, gets the call onto the Death Prophet. The exorcisms are already through. Can they kill his DP in time? He's trying to run himself away. The Ghost cutting into Ghost Stick. Ghost Stick's going to be the one to fall. And Moon keeping himself alive with the Spirit Siphons moving from target to target. Picks up the double kill. No one yet to fall on MINESKI. MINESKI, they're not done. Mushi chasing down Maposhka. The track kills continue to add up. They'll set the triple kill up for Moon. Again, these paralyzing card bounces working against him. Ultra kill for Moon. I believe the majority of those kills being track kills as well. Going up to 16 minutes in. 8k gold lead for MINESKI. These fights, Empire cannot afford to lose.
5 tracks.
5 tracks.
Oh man, it's a disaster. They're really just completely crumbling here. They couldn't finish off the Death Prophet. Gets healed up from the Spirit Siphon. Oh man, Empire. This is getting to dangerous territory already.
It is.
Now they've got the Ancients to farm too. We see MINESKI farming it up. So on top of getting several kills, they're going to clear a 4 or 5x Ancient stack for Mushi. It's a very happy man. He even had a DD to clear it even faster. And it was the Dominator pickup actually for Daryl for Ice Ice instead of going for that blink. This is the old build. He used to go a lot on that mag.
Yeah, with the kills that they're beginning with the track, he's going to have the blink itself very soon after. Just a few hundred gold away from having that on the Magnus.
Oh my goodness, 10,000 gold lead already at the 16-minute mark, Owen.
Yeah, they've been utilizing the bounty very well. I mean, Ninja Boogie has, he's been having some impressive games, very good with his movements early on.
Both supports from MINESKI are, I mean, Jab's got a solo kill on the Axe. The cast bounces onto that deuce, onto the deuce there as well were ridiculous. All skill.
All skill.
It's all about the positioning though. All of MINESKI did collapse very quickly. And it was only a one-man Disruptor ulti, which caught the Death Prophet that they could not burst down. And now DP has Yule Scepter, so can survive a bit of that burst. Or, what we've seen a lot of the time, the build versus Axe, of course. You go that Yule's and you can just always get the counter initiation as soon as he blinks in if you have vision.
And here we go, look who's there.
RP's ready.
Nice. Doesn't have to blink yet though. Still 100 gold away.
But they're all wrapping around. Ninja Boogie's starting to get vision, throwing some tracks out here. The rest of the team's coming.
Who managed to find the bottom smash out onto the Bounty Hunter. MINESKI there can look to back him up. Moving in with the Exorcism Moon, ready to go. Chase down Yoku, FN and Ghost Stick, but he's been taunted. It doesn't matter on the backlash though, because Nyx on the Razor's already fallen down. They get the glimpse back onto Ice, but he gets the RP off in time to hold Ghost Stick in position. That'll be a second track kill. FN fortunate enough to get out. But again, MINESKI just increasing their lead with each and every one of these kills.
Monster kill for Mushi.
As I gotta say, 18 minutes, and this has got to be the most track kills I've seen sort of back to back after a while. They're just playing this Bounty Hunter lineup perfectly. Sure, Ninja Boogie dies, but he sets up the track. 12k lead.
Super worth it, yeah. I mean, he doesn't care. His job is just getting vision so his team can fight, because his team has a way stronger team fight. The other team has a DOTA lineup, which takes a long time to get online. And now you're seeing Razor. Look at his poor net worth. Jabs has passed Ghost Stick. Jabs passed the Razor as well. This Witch Doctor is going to be tremendous in this game. Let's go, Agnes.
He's had some wealthy games. It was a game one of the series, of course, where Jabs was building up the Radiance Octarine at sort of the 30-minute mark on a support Naga. And here he is now.
It's a lot, though, like you were saying, Ninja Boogie. He's been reading the map so well, getting those deep wards.
Has just done so much for them.
Yeah. A spectacular movement by him.
He is getting a lot of dollar for his team.
Solar Crest already. So Midas Solar Crest at 19 minutes on the Witch Doctor.
More farm than the Razor, more farm than the Axe.
He has treads. He's even got treads on top. Love and life.
Top tower's getting beat down. The dire.
How can Empire get aggressive is the problem. They're constantly under vision of Ninja Boogie. Should be able to get this kill here though. Something to get them back on the board since it's been a while.
That's something, a bit of money for FN. DOTA fund.
Yeah, much needed.
Top lane though, Nyx pushing out.
He's got to be careful. The net comes out.
Yeah, they've got the trap. He is going to go for the TP, but the skewer from Ice is there to cancel it. Silenced and surrounded. Nyx will fall. Another kill for Moon. Wicked sick on the Death Prophet.
That Dominator coming into play. Empire still hemorrhaging kills all over. And MINESKI's not having to commit big ultis there. They didn't have to throw RP. Just a net into a skewer and more than enough. Ghostic not able to really find anything on this Axe. 0, 5, and 2. Even though he was given that safe lane, they prioritized him so heavily and he's not really been able to do much with that farm. Yoku has very low mana right now.
Ninja Boogie does walk up into vision.
Uh-oh.
They do get a catch. They've been able to punish this bounty a little bit. Dunking him down, but Ice jumps over the RP. Only on to one though. Just catching out the Disruptor. They skewer him forward. They do finish off Miposhka. But that was the RP and Ghost expended. If you're MINESKI, you do want to try and find a bit more with that.
Yeah, go for Roche. They have the Solar Crest too. They wanted to ideally, of course, get that DOTA since they popped double ultis, but just out of range of it. At least they're going to get that Roche Stone. Empire not happy.
Try and play long game, hold that high ground. They do have the DOTA, and FN is reasonably farmed.
Does jump in. He's got a call.
He's managed to catch out Ice. The silence to follow up from Yoku, and the damage from FN and Nyx enough to get the kill. But the space is there for MINESKI, finishing off Roshan, getting the Aegis into the hands of Mushi, so they can just look to reset, wait for Ice to get back alive.
We could actually hear Ice there. He's saying, "I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna go in." So I guess he just didn't want the Empire to have the chance to jump in and steal. He was like, "I'll throw my life away for this, for the good of the cause."
Yeah. If Ghost Stick's initiating on him, he's not getting the blink into the pit as the Axe.
Yep. Good night. Oh, he tried.
Dire's top tower's gone.
Mushi prioritizing HP towns. So looking at Empire, Miposhka gonna be in some trouble here.
That should be enough with the Spirit Vessel, or at least very close.
He's okay. But the tree.
Hey!
Oh no!
Oh, Mushi.
Oh, poor Miposhka. He's like, I lived. Oh man.
That's gonna feel pretty bad.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So look at them. They at least have their DOTA farming. FN going for that Mask of Madness Hurricane Pike build, the more standard one that we do see from more of the players, and then going into that Scotty. So his farm is pretty significant. He's keeping up there, but the rest of his team, 4 of the bottom 5. And constantly we see Ninja Boogie getting these very aggressive wards down.
And they've got the tracks out.
Ice wants to go. He's got RP at the ready. They're looking for FN.
Straight down onto the Medusa. No message from Ice. Ghostic does manage to get the call though. Mushi's coming through the combo. It's too much damage for these two to outlive as they just get bursted. Nothing that the Axe could do to turn that one around. You saw Ghostic's intentions, but it just didn't matter. He just can't tank this sort of damage coming out from an empowered Tiny at this stage of the game as Mushi just cleaves through it. And more track kills. We're just 23 minutes into the game, and it's a 15k net worth lead for MINESKI. BKB complete for Mushi as well now.
Tower could use a hand.
Mushi's been incredibly active this game. He's having such high care participation and beyond godlike on Moon as well. They're committing the ghosts. They're going to try to go for the high ground here. Track comes out.
Radiant's mid tower's getting the what for.
How do you stop this? You've not got to do so for 15 seconds, and 15 seconds is a lot of time for MINESKI to be allowed to hit into that tier 3 tower.
They've got Blink on the Earth Spirit if he can set up a combo, but
he just jumps in and blows up the Disruptor, takes out Miposhka for 30 seconds.
Jab's even walking past the Raxus to get a Maledict aggressively.
And that plays safe as it seems. They take the tier 3, they back off. MINESKI know they have the edge and they don't want to throw it away.
They force reactions. They've got a full BKB back at base for their Tiny. Exorcism's down. They don't need to go for too much more. All they need to do is go for these pushes, try to get these pickoffs, one or two heroes, and then with Exorcism, Siege, because Empire's lineup still needs a lot more time for this DOTA to get online, and at this much of a deficit, it's going to be harder and harder.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw sort of the last game, MINESKI with their Medusa getting close to the point where they were able to turn. And it is a hero that does always have that potential, but this game arguably a lot harder for the DOTA in the hands of Empire compared to what MINESKI have. As their lineup, their net worth lead more than 2 cores essentially ahead of Empire in terms of individual farm. That difference between these two sides, very hard to hold if you're Empire.
Yeah, and poor Miposhka, you see him 1 and 8 on the Disruptor. Has like no items, will die to pretty much anything that gets thrown at him. I feel for you.
Jabugi on the hunt again. Was close to maybe finding a courier snipe.
MINESKI can get those shrines. Since they took out the tier 3, they do claim 1. Some more map control gets gained. And they're going to be sure to keep pushing out those other 2 lanes so they can set up for another push once they've got that Exorcism available. Because they do have everything else right now. They have Magnus RP. And Moon, he is very, very tanky. 22 armor. On top of that, you will save. And level 18. So that level 3 Exorcism is online. And they're going to go. They're keeping ready for this push. FN is tracked. Uh-oh.
I mean, he knows he's trapped, but he's still coming out pretty far. Toss onto FN, chucking him back towards Moon. They've got the cast, the Shiva Scar slowing him down with the Mozart upon him. The Ice RP as well, coming in, catching them all. Ghostic still tries to jump into play, but he's forced back. They're without the DOTA, without the Earth Spirit for a good amount of time. Mushi jumps in for the combo. Avalanche onto Miposhka and Nyx. The Shuriken bounces come in as they're forcing Empire back to the base. Nyx dying in the fountain. As this game looking to be pretty close to being over for Empire, as MINESKI just bringing the same fire that they produced in game 1.
It looks, I mean, this game does look over. 30k gold lead, they're going to get 2 sets of Raxus here. MINESKI with a very aggressive performance in this last game.
Absolutely.
Empire just getting split up and dismantled.
MINESKI will obviously be happy with the win, but seeing as it does come through, GG called by Empire. MINESKI taking the series 2-1, moving forward and knocking Empire out. But I think if you're MINESKI, you see how well you won game 1 of 3, you're probably going to look back at game 2 and say, well, how did we actually manage to lose that? Because it was quite clear from the series as a whole, MINESKI, they are on another level to Empire.
They are.
They just seem much more refined, which is expected with their lineup, having the hit players that they do compared to Empire. Turning up, they brought Nyx into the foray, this newer player that they've been playing with, and they did have their shining moments, but it just wasn't quite as polished as MINESKI overall. No,
definitely. The second game, MINESKI's probably looking, they're like, our draft is a bit hard. We have to play a lot slower. I think when I see MINESKI do their best is when they're playing this fast-paced kind of game when they can constantly fight, set up sleep arrows, set up RPs, set up a bounty hunter running around getting kills all over. Same with the Tiny. So I think this fits more of their style currently, and I'd like to see them continue with that moving forward. They had a great showing. Empire definitely this game though are probably like, I don't know, maybe they got like tired or something, but they definitely looked like they started falling apart very heavily, and getting 5-man wiped like multiple times
I mean,
is painful.
The net worth difference just, it was so large so early on. It was very hard for them to come back. They always maybe could have relied on FN's Medusa, but as we saw even in game 2, having just